All right, man. There's a new rumor report out there that the Indiana Pacers are making Miles Turner available, and the Atlanta Hawks are making John Collins III available. Let's talk about it. Be back. Motor City Sports Talk. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow in the building. Let's talk some Detroit Pistons. I know they're playing today. They already playing against the Nuggets, but yeah, man, we got a situation where two more players hit the market. John Collins III wasn't believed to be on the market when the Pistons was trying to get Andre Drummond over there. And let's talk about that first. I think the Pistons can give Drummond and sweeten the pot up for John Collins III. The problem is they got rid of one of their high salary guys in Allen Crabbe. And the Atlanta Hawks would prefer to go after Andre Drummond in free agency. All right. So they're going to make a run on that free agency next year, knowing that he won't come back to Detroit after unfollowing the Pistons on all social media. So I don't think Andre Drummond will work to Atlanta because they believe they got a good chance of getting him next year, probably at their price. But just looking at it, could the Pistons offer something else? I mean, Luke Kennard, Markeith, they got some pieces. I don't think Derrick Rose, he wants to leave Detroit. I think he legitimately is happy here. But with John Collins III, it was a rumor over the summer that it was going to be a deal between the Pistons and the Hawks for Blake Griffin and the deal. But the problem with John Collins III is that he can never stay healthy. He failed the drug test, and I don't think the Hawks, think he a good fit for Trae Young. That's what the problem I think. I think he a good ball player. I think he could have all-star potential, but right now in Atlanta, it's not working. And sometimes things in the locker room don't go right. It's the chemistry-wise. You know what I'm saying? But he a good prototypical four guy, stretch four. He can get off the dribble. He can stretch it out the three-point lane. He can get it off the post. But with the failed drug test and missing the 25 games, I believe it was, and also with being his inconsistency and his injury history, I don't know what they're expecting to get from him. I really don't. His salary is about $2.5 million, $3 million a year. He got a few more years left with an option year, a couple years left with an option year. So I don't know if it's a situation where they don't believe that he a good fit for Trae Young. I don't know if it's a situation where they don't believe that he gonna reach his potential, or he a bad locker room guy, or they eventually don't want to pay him and want to trade him while the iron hot. Don't really know what's going on with him, but it's kind of scary picking John Collins III because for us, we went through it with Blake Griffin, we went through it with Reggie Jackson, just the injuries. We went through it with Luke Kennard. So acquiring John Collins III and hoping he stay healthy is like hoping Reggie Jackson stay healthy with Detroit. You know what I'm saying? It'd be going through the same thing you went through with Blake, Luke, and Reggie. See, usually in the NBA, players, as they progress in their career, they don't get healthier. But when you're young, you can kind of recover. You like Wolverine. You know what I'm saying? So that's something to look at. John Collins III, unbelievable talent. I think he's best probably being shipped to a championship caliber team or a playoff caliber team. And it's, those stretch fours are, real popular now, from the Kuzmas to the people consider Anthony Davis a four. That's a real popular position, but they always need it, though. Orlando may look to get him. Really don't know what they can get for him because the salary not there. And Chandler Parsons, he got into almost a life-threatening car accident, and he the only big salary they got. So I'm not sure, where they go. I think Houston could use him. You know what I'm saying? He'd be a great fit for Houston, but for Detroit, he's somebody that I would hold him under Kyle Kuzma. I think Kyle Kuzma has been more consistent before Anthony Davis got here, but they two talented players, and I think Kuzma been more healthier since before the foot injury, and obviously he hasn't had the drug problems that John Collins III has had. But other than what we got to offer, I mean, I don't really think nothing we got to offer other than maybe a first-round draft pick, but I'm not spending that on Collins unless I plan on making the playoffs. But he's somebody that you can build with. Him and Sayoko would be nice. But then you got to find a guard. But I'm just high on Kyle Kuzma. And a lot of people don't understand why. I just see the potential he got. And I know it's harder to play with Brandon Ingram. It's harder to play with LeBron, Anthony Davis. And that's why Brandon Ingram didn't really thrive with the Los Angeles Lakers. And now he's an all-star with New Orleans because he don't have to worry about being second and third fiddle. But Myles Turner, like him. Like Myles Turner. He's from Dallas. He's only 23 years old. He can stretch it out the three-point land. good shot blocker. He got $17.5 million the next 3 or 4 years on this contract, I believe. So it's a situation where the Pistons have to match it up. That the Pacers had to throw somebody else in there, but you're not committing a lot of money to Myles Turner. He making a sub $20 million. And obviously I think it depends on what the Pacers are looking to get for Myles Turner, because I believe they want to just run with Sabonis in the middle, especially since Sabonis made the All-Star team. They want to run with Sabonis in the middle. And yes, that is the son of Arvydas Sabonis. So, would they want to take Andre Drummond on a 1-year rental and play him in the middle and then let him go? It depends on what the Pacers want. And what the Pistons could throw in. If the Pacers just want to get that salary off the cap, then so be it. Because there's no market for front court players. You know what I'm saying? Hassan Whiteside, they trying to move him with Nurkic coming back. They not having much success. The Pistons trying to move Drummond, Myles Turner, you know what I'm saying? So it could help. It'll help the Pistons. It'll get them somebody in the middle for the cheap. And he under 25. He's still getting better. And it'll give, Indiana some cap space next year to play with after Drummond contract roll off. So I can see Drummond and Sabonis playing together for a minute. That'd be a good look for Indiana. But obviously they have to match the salaries up, so Indiana will have to send somebody else there. I'm not sure what Justin Holiday or what Jeremy Lamb is making, but I think Turner can help, and maybe they could pull off a 3-team deal, and the Pistons will have another young center that can defend, and that's more modernized in today's NBA game. They can stretch it out to the 3-point land. But would they really want to trade, Drummond in the division? But we already played the Pacers like 3 or 4 times anyway, so I don't think they play the Pacers maybe one more time, if that. But if I had to really choose between them, making a deal for Collins and making a deal for Turner, I think a deal for Collins is going to be really, really tough. I think I would roll with Turner just from the simple fact that He been more healthy, he been more active. He been up and down, but he young. And Collins young too. But he been more durable, and his contract is more, easy to move. We get Collins, it's gonna have to be a lot of, things moving around. So probably have to be Derrick Rose in the deal. And I don't think I want to trade Derrick Rose down to Atlanta. If I do want to trade Derrick Rose, it's gonna be to a team that's gonna contend for the championship or contend in the playoffs. But I think Turner would be a good look. He can defend the rim. He can rebound. He getting better. He seemed to be a good kid. I know somebody that their sons grew up together down there in Dallas. So I would look forward to it. I wouldn't be mad, with Myles Turner and what he's making here. He a guy that can get up and down the court. You just got to get the most out of him. You know what I'm saying? You got to make him more aggressive, more consistent. And he young. You know what I'm saying? It's not every day you get somebody that's younger than Andre Drummond. If I say player per player, who better? I think Andre been more consistent, but I think Myles Turner got more modern skills from the jump shot to the 3-point, from 3-point land to the mid range, and to being a good shot blocker. So you get somebody in the middle that can do the job. But the problem is, depending on what Indiana want. You know what I'm saying? If they wanted Derrick Rose, and that's close to Chicago too now, and they with Home Depot coming back, that's why I call Victor Oladipo. That might be a good move for him. They want Derrick Rose, and Tony Snell contract had to be in there, or Langston Galloway contract could be in there. It's a way you can get Myles Turner without giving up Andre Drummond. You know what I'm saying? If you got to keep both of them on the roster this year, so be it. And then Drummond roll off next year, he roll off. But, it's down to Thursday. You know what I'm saying? So you got Andre Iguodala name coming up. He want to get traded to a contender. He ain't played for Memphis all year. You got Bojanovic from Sacramento name coming up, who I like a lot. I think it'll be a good Vinny Johnson guy coming off the bench for the Pistons. Good ball handler. You got Kyle Kuzma name that's coming up. You know what I'm saying? D'Angelo Russell, Andrew Wiggins. You got some names that's coming up. But the problem is, it's a lot of front court guys to deal with that's getting traded. From Steven Adams, from Hassan Whiteside, because Nurkic coming back, from Myles Turner to Andre Drummond, Steven Adams. So you got a lot of guys that's in the front court at that 5 position that's looking to get moved. And it's not a big market for them right now. So, we'll see. And that's going to be an issue for Andre Drummond going to free agency next year. The money he looking for, he not going to get it. He not doing himself no favors by, showing quitter tendencies and not being consistent and unfollowing the Pistons and feeding into the narrative that most NBA teams got about him. But hey, it's Motor City Sports Talk. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? That link's in the description. Best way to donate is share the video. Appreciate the love, support. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Check out our Detroit Piston playlist. Don't forget to check my other channel out, Goodfellas Sports TV, for sports, music, news, entertainment. One time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfellas, Motor City Sports Talk. We gone.